Are in Monroe, where police are looking for an attempted murder suspect they believe is armed and dangerous, who was able to escape while being booked into jail. Cleveland Waters was first arrested after police say he shot a man multiple times early Friday morning. That man was reportedly shot on English Street before running to another nearby street before collapsing. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Waters was identified as the suspect in the shooting, and police arrested him at a home in Waxhaw. But before they were able to book him in the jail, he escaped in handcuffs in the area of Carroll Street, Rolling Hill Drive, and King Arthur Drive, and we've mapped that area for you. Investigators since believe that he's left that area, but there are federal agencies that are now helping local agencies with that search. If you see Waters, you are urged to call 911 or Union County Crime Stoppers.